Alright, this is going to be my first video using the new Area Suppression mod for Sharen after her rework. I gotta say, I'm really enjoying her rework. Like, they pretty much did everything that I could want, except making her default 4 usable while moving, but, you know, that's fine. The fact that all 10 knives can hit an enemy is just perfect. Like, yeah, Sharen is so much nicer to play after the rework. All the quality of life fixes were great. I don't think she necessarily needed the damage buff, at least not as much as she got, but I mean, considering how bonkers Freyna and Bunny are, I'm okay with her being that powerful. Also Viessa. Like, Viessa is just like a monster of a character right now. Like, holy shit. I mean, to be honest, Valby's pretty much a beast as well. I don't know how well Jabers, or how good Jabers Remake made him, but anyway, so yeah, so when it comes to like doing 400% dungeons, if I'm grinding for, you know, like material components or amorphous materials or whatever, I'll usually do Noise Surge, Luna, Blair, Ajax, or Viessa in solo 400s. If I'm up for a challenge, I'll do Sharen Overcharged Edge, but you know, when I'm purely just farming, I'll use a character that's stronger in the AoE department. I think from now on I'm going to be using Area Suppression Sharen, because she's actually really strong. She performs comparably to Viessa, at least, you know. I mean, I'm sure that's just because I'm way more used to playing Sharen, and so I'm not as good with Viessa or Valby or Blair or anybody else that I normally play. Ajax isn't nearly as strong as any of those characters, so I mean, I'm not going to really be comparing him to those. But I mean, at this point, I'm pretty much a Sharen and Ajax main. But I still enjoy Overcharged Edge a little bit more, but I just use a catalyst on my ultimate Sharen, so I want to level her up, so I'm just doing quick 400s. So, you know, Area Suppression, it's damn good. I thought it was not going to be very good at all on paper when they announced it. I was like, what the fuck? Like, why would they do that? You know, the whole strength of her 4 was that it tracked and went through walls and stuff. You know, if you have an AoE that you need to be surrounded by enemies with, and it has a long startup animation, like, what the fuck? What's the point? She's going to be vastly outperformed by Freyna and Bunny. And to be fair, she's still vastly outperformed by Freyna or Bunny, but then again, everybody is still. Well, I mean, the gap is closed a little bit between Viessa and those two, honestly. So, I mean, that's not necessarily true anymore. Viessa's good. But I mean, but Freyna and Bunny still require way less effort, so I mean, I'm still not really happy about the balance, just because the amount of reward you get for the amount of effort, the reward versus effort that you get with Freyna and Bunny is so much greater than, like, pretty much every other character, which is stupid. But, you know, besides that, my bitching aside, I'm actually really happy with the changes that were made. I would prefer to have ranged in Freyna and Bunny, because now we are desperately in need of some challenging content, considering how powerful all the characters are. But you know, fine. If we boost everybody up to their level or near their level, then, and we add more difficult content, that would probably be better long term anyway. It's just a much more time consuming solution than to just dial back Bunny and Freyna. But anyway, enough about Bunny and Freyna. I'm tired of talking about them. Area Suppression, again, really strong for mobbing. I really like the fact that it's, you know, so quick to use. It reminds me of, like, if Bunny's kit wasn't complete bullshit, then it would be like this. It's actually, like, actually has a narrow hitbox. You have to be careful of your elevation. It's not like a gigantic cylinder that, you know, hits above and below you to a ridiculous degree. You actually have to be positionally accurate, and you have to, you know, time each activation of it. It's very strong, but it's, you know, it's balanced, I think, quite a bit. I think it makes things a little bit too easy as far as mobbing goes, which is why when I want to play purely for fun, I'll stick to my overcharged edge build. But, I mean, for farming, like, dude, Sharen is not a bad pick whatsoever for 400s now. With area suppression, she is great. And in hard mode special operations, she's actually very good with void domination. Specifically because since her damage was boosted on her cutoff beam so much, you don't need overcharged edge to make her into a elite and boss melter.
Unseen.
Right? So before it was like you had to get overcharged edge and, you know, a full crit build and stuff. But after her damage buff, you can have better survivability. You don't need overcharged edge to do insane amounts of damage to elites and bosses.
Entering stealth.
So you're still the, you know, the bosser. But, you know, you can use other Transcendent mods, and you don't have to completely stick to overcharged edge to maximize your damage. DOT should take him out, I think. No, just barely not. Fuck. I don't know why I go for Tristram all the time. I, like, fucking... Fuck you. If you have an enemy that's doing area denial, you always want to go after them first, because they make dealing with every other enemy and boss a lot harder, so... There we go. Shit.
Be gone, every one of you.
Fucked up my Multitalented there, that's fine.
Activated.
Want to take out... How did I do that? I fucked up Multitalented. What? I haven't even started drinking and I'm confused. What? Alright. Fine. Fuck it. There we go. Alright, there we go. Good stuff. Yep, so I'm really happy with Sharen in her current state. I'm glad that they didn't turn her into a nuker. Area Suppression is a little bit bonkers, but I mean, it's not out of line considering, you know, Bunny and Freyna are still where they are, and BS is a powerhouse, Valby's a powerhouse if you use her kit correctly. You know, I'm fine with Sharen being the way she is. I have a ton of fun with her, and I'm going to continue to have a ton of fun with her. Yeah, I'm happy.